Alright, we're back with FM 26. And we're in the dregs of the season here, so I might do this all in one episode. Maybe not. We do have a lot going on. We got this stupid notice: Chelsea out to secure qualification. If we look at the WSL, there's almost no chance Chelsea falls out of. Man United gone on a tear, fucker. 2-1, 5-4. If we win our game, we did that draw against Everton and that was brutal, but we did beat these guys. Yeah, they're. I guess if they win one more game, they are gonna finish in the top three for sure. But that's been guaranteed for a long time. This email is just stupid. So let's go against West Ham. It's almost certainly Chelsea. It's not me. This is one of my young players. Oh, torn Achilles. They've chosen to send her to a specialist, so that's fine. The Google AI said there was a way to, in the personal instructions, tell a goalie to throw the ball more often. But I've looked. Where it does show up, you can train her a trait to throw the ball to start counterattacks. That's a trait that you can train her. But that's not what I was looking for. But whatever, anyways. There's a lot going on in this game that is not what I'm looking for. So, whatever. Anyways, I'm still happy to... that may sound negative, but... I've dealt with all that stuff already. That didn't work. Awesome. And Taluk's not going to drink the Kool-Aid at any point right now anyways. Kitching's not... I thought she was injured. West Ham is a terrible team. They're guaranteed to be relegated. Like, they're not even playing to try and get out of relegation. Now they're just playing for pride, which can be dangerous. In real life. That's not really reflected in the game here, by the way. That kind of we got nothing to lose type thing doesn't show up. Here's Gonzalez. And yeah, Barry can jump a little bit and she can head the ball. So that's great. That's one of the reasons why I want her and Meehan and not Cordellino. So Cordellino's going to have to go. I'm not saying Cordellino couldn't score that header. It's just Barry can explicitly do it. And Oh, what a pass. What a shot, but yeah. There's another woodwork for us. And we're all over the woodworks. That was a brilliant shot, but and she has 16 finishing or something, so she's allowed to take those. I haven't told her to shoot less. At least I don't think so. Nope. I don't love the one shot on target, though. I mean, one of those hit the crossbar, so that's kind of in between shot on target and not, and missing the net, kind of. There's nothing I can yell right now. So goal kick is kind of a neutral thing, and they might be getting relegated because they do this kind of goal kick instead of trying to pass and build up the attack. That allows someone like Barry, who has good heading and jumping, to do something like this to Cordolino, who's going to try and take a shot. It was a good shot, but it went out for a corner. Yeah, good. We won't get a corner highlight. It was a really good shot, but I don't want her taking that kind of shot. She had options. So we're starting with the ball, which is a bad thing, typically. Oh, she got out of danger there pretty quickly, which was nice. And Barry is, well, okay, it wasn't bad in this case. What a great build-up. So quick up the field, really nice. Now West Ham is a terrible team, but we could have bottled this like we did Everton. I'm not saying we won't either, though. There's no team in here that can't score a couple goals, so this is the WSL, and West Ham made it here for a reason. Like this. Yeah, our goalie had to make a really good save there. But she's capable of doing that, so. I'm not married to any particular player, but once you have a wonder kid there, you're going to have to, unless they're really not what you're looking for and you just took the best you could get. That's the case with Priscilla, for example, and Cordolino. But Gallardi was a good goalie I got access to as a wonder kid, so I'm quite pleased. I don't intend on ever changing her. It's Gallardi or die. I have told her to get rid of the ball quickly and to move the ball and like counterattacky. She was on, I think she was on standard, which means if we're attacking and playing long balls and stuff, and I don't know if she would make choices that were quicker, but well, what a run. What a run and what a goal by Cordolino. Oh, wow, she's a wonder kid after all, but she's just not what I'm looking for. But that was an amazing run. She came all the way from here, and they just let her. Now I get mad when the AI is just allowed to walk in and take that shot. That did happen already. That's what happened with their shot. Our goalie was able to save it. West Ham, the West Ham manager's probably, stop highlights. I don't want any more highlights. Stop. They're already dead. This does kind of look like their highlight, but we'll see what happens. Oh my god, what a shot. But again, the crossbar. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander, whatever the fuck that means. They do it just long enough. They show a highlight long enough for you to hope that there's more to come. It's not like we're getting a ton of highlights from the come short, so I might just do the near post and just hope it works. And it will work 3 or 4 times a season, I guess. I'm never going to tell you not to shoot, but that was not what I'm looking for in a shot selection. And also, I think he should have continued to build up there. There's McInnes getting her head on. But to Luke, there's no one behind you. You are the striker. What kind of decision making was that? She tried to move someone forward. That's the kind of header she did. Which, you're the striker. I guess she's used to playing advanced mid. And that would be going to Priscilla, maybe. But that's not the case right now. Cordellino takes that down nicely. And she's cutting in. Is she going to try again? I disagree with what she tried there. It's Barry who can take shots like that. She has 2 goals already. She's looking for a hat trick. She's not good at crossing, but she is a regular starter, and I should probably play her once or twice. Anyone else I want to transfer? We're pretty secure in our victory here. Kitching's not even playing today. Corbin, yellow card. We don't really have more people to do anything. Run out the game, I guess. It's not like they didn't get any chances. We didn't completely dominate them. We just had better results. So we didn't do anything, but our game against Man City it doesn't necessarily determine what's about to happen, but we could come in second with a win over Man United. Did I say City? Man United. I'm sure they wouldn't like me getting them confused, but I don't care. They're the enemy. And we're playing right now. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Oh no, this is the post-game interview. I did so many interviews. There we go. Another one of those. We are playing in a week-ish. Oh, Corbin is out for the next game. That sucks. That sucks a lot against Man United. Katie Watson is injured. 1 to 3 days. It's actually 20 days. I don't want to do that. Do you guys mind a short episode? We're on like a fucking break. Got England versus whoever and whoever. I don't know. But like, I don't really want to do 20 days of continue. Kind of rolled out of bed and picked the game up. Who's getting relegated from the... Sunderland got relegated last year in this game. Which means... that Regis isn't, and the way he's able to mobilize the troops is not well represented in this game, which is obviously a problem for this game. Like, it's not doing what it should do. Well, you're going to show me the results. Shouldn't it show me like the... When you do this, this is the view you're looking for. And that's not what it did there. Which is stupid. And so if we go to... Maybe if we get to it through... No, because that's the women's. I want to see where Sunderland is in it, because it's going to go like that. The league is not in the game. Like, I didn't make it playable, but it should still be able to see results and where they are in the table. This says that Sunderland's still there. It's just because I don't have it playable. No, yeah, I can't. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. That's it. I got to go have a shower. And I just rolled out of bed for this. But, well, we beat West Ham. Let's take one last look here, though. Okay, we have 2 games left. I think we're third. I know that London City has 3 games left and could technically beat us, but we're not going to lose both our games. We might lose to Man United. It's whatever. It is what it is. But who's our last game against? Brighton. We beat them away from home. We should beat them at home. Our last 2 games are at home, which is nice. So we might lose to Man United. That's totally fine. It is what it is. They're one of the very best teams. And we have not beat the best teams. Did we beat Man United at some point? There's not a lot of losses in here. No, we drew. If we draw Man United. I mean, technically London City could win. Who are they playing in their fixture schedule? So they've got Chelsea. Look, you're going to lose. They're still in the FA Cup. What? They're in the final against Newcastle. London City's going to win the FA Cup. That's amazing for London City. So they are a very good team, but Chelsea, and their last league game is also against Brighton. How weird is that? So how we perform against Brighton is going to determine whether we finish in Europe. If we finish in Europe, you can sign almost any player. Now, it would be better if you do it more often than once. You know, this season could be seen as lucky. So the most points London City can get, they can get 9 points, so they would be at 45. So yeah, we can't do 2 draws or something or whatever. We need to win against Brighton. Yes, I'm mentally... We could get... Second place doesn't matter. It's your first loser. It doesn't... Instead, we're the second loser. Whatever. It doesn't... That doesn't matter. Brighton is the team we have to beat. Man United, I don't want to get embarrassed, basically. If we beat Man United, that's a personal... But it doesn't change anything for us. Like, we can't win the title, so it doesn't matter. Chelsea would have to lose all their games, and we would have to win and draw. If we just win 2, we would have 48 points. But I'm sure Chelsea has scored more goals than we have. So, goal differential wise, we can't beat Chelsea. We can't win the league. So, beating Man United is just, it's a personal goal. You know, they're the bad guys in that situation. So, yeah, we have to try and win. But we probably won't. Because they have world-class players on their team. Let's go to their team. We don't know the potentials or anything. But let's see if I can recognize any of the names. Well, I don't. Chelsea has the players that I recognize. But I'm sure if I could see all... Well, I could go on all the players. But, like, let's look at their striker. 17 finishing, 17 heading. Jumping reach is okay. She's a wonder kid. Like, she was a wonder kid, right? And she ended up in a very good spot. So, yeah, their whole team is probably like that. This player has pissed me off. So she's got 16 finishing, long shots 18, decent pace. She's not a jumper or whatever, but like between the dribbling, okay, I'm going to dribble it past you, and by the way, I can take a shot from 25 yards out and it's going to go in the top fucking corner. This player has scored against me. So yeah, they're all wonder kids, and they're fully developed basically. So do they have any like wonder kids? I suppose she's a wonder kid. But she's not better than our wonder kids, so are we gonna sneak up and slap them eventually? She's probably a wonder kid. I could look in the list. Any of their wonder kids, I could look in the list to see whether they're on Man United. So can we sneak up on teams like this that are going to eventually age out? Man United can't win unless Chelsea just dies. So yeah, we're fighting for second place. We I don't care a shit about second place. we lost the ability to chase Chelsea at all when we drew against Everton, and we dominated them. Like, we should have won that game. Couple key injuries early in the game. Just we lost two of our offensive players in that game, and we really only have backups for defensive players right now. So that didn't help. And Everton is a bad team, so yeah, we should have beat Everton. And then we'd have 44 points. And if Chelsea bottled any of the games coming up, and they're still playing other games, I think. Yeah, they've still got the Champions League before they play Villa, for example. So they're playing a lot of football. FA Cup, and then here, and a lot of their players are going to be on this international break, like Lauren James and Sam Kerr for sure. So those players are personally playing a lot of games, and then they're playing like here. This game is 3 days after Man City. Villa's not a bad team, so you're playing back to back here. This is not that long, right? And then this is 5 days. Now here there's an international break, but your players are playing in the international break. So I mean, there's a legit shot Chelsea could bottle one of these games, but we drew against Everton, so this doesn't matter. We can't come first. So it doesn't matter. Man City, I don't want them to blitz us, okay? That's what I'm looking for, is to not get blitzed by Man United. London City's pretty much out of it. If we do anything, then I'm not too worried about London City. But yeah, I want to come third or second. But coming second doesn't mean anything. Coming third is the same. So it's fine. If we lose to Man United, that's okay. But I'm gonna go have a shower and stuff. I just rolled out of bed, and I'm gonna look to this day is supposed to be -6. Oh, so it's -7 to 8, -6 to 18 today. So they've taken the precipitation out of the schedule. Oh no, there's a 76% chance tomorrow. God, we need the snow. Please, 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 snow. This last summer really scared me. The summer before in Edmonton, which was my first summer in Edmonton, it rained consistently, and that was beautiful, and I thought that was regular, but people told me it wasn't. So everything was green all year that year, and I thought that was probably regular, but it was an aberration, apparently, according to locals. Last summer, when it didn't rain at all for 5 months, was not regular, but it was closer to regular than the rainy one. So yeah, everything was dead by the time the trees were dropping their trees started dropping all their leaves a bit early, because they were dead. They were shedding all of the things that were just causing them damage, and just the trunks were left, basically. And the trees could come back if we get enough fucking snow to have a nice wet spring, right? In places like Edmonton, the snow, if there's a lot of it, lasts a bit longer, and it slowly gives water to the plants and everything around, as it will go above 0 to 5 or 6 or something like that, and it'll melt a little bit, and then it'll go down to -1 at night, and it just delivers the stuff over time. So if you have lots of snow, you have a nice spring, even if it's not really raining necessarily, in places like Edmonton, where it doesn't get really hot all of a sudden. So we'll see what happens, but it really has to snow tomorrow. Yeah, anyways, you didn't need to know that. I will talk to you soon, and we'll come back for the game against Man United. I don't expect to win that. And we'll have to win against Brighton, though. Otherwise, London City could come and give us a wedgie. We don't want that. So we need some results. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.